Hello again everybody and welcome back to Dragon Warrior 1. Sorry about not putting up the status screen, but I completely forgot about that. Anyway, up here you actually have a bank, which I'm gonna put the pixie food in because, well, I really don't need it anymore. And, well, as a matter of fact, I really don't need the war ring either. That being said, I think that should be enough for putting it in. Alright. Yeah, I really don't know why they bothered putting a bank in this place. I mean, if you do have gold, you're probably going to be carrying it around with you most of the time. Anyway, with Waddle's armor, grinding should be much easier since it heals one every step. Anyway, the vast majority of this video is going to be more grinding because you see no weapon, and the fact the Dragon Lord is not actually affected by any spells except for his own really doesn't help much. That being said, this is probably just going to be grinding. I will be getting the rainbow drop at the end of this episode. But other than that, I don't think I'll be doing too much else. Oh, and saving the princess, of course. But first, more grinding, since I'm over here anyway. Now then, with Heal More, you should be able to last much longer. And with the Wall's armor, you really should be able to save a lot of MP, since all you really gotta do is walk to heal yourself. And remember that strategy about going north for weaker monsters just in case. I would highly suggest having at least level 23 for the main boss if you're not using a weapon. Because that guy hits hard. And by that time you should have enough MP to compensate for having much less attack power. Anyway, I'm gonna guess that the next level up is 21,000. So about 1,300 more to go, more or less. I haven't actually run into any rogue scorpions yet, have I? Yeah, I should also mention that if a monster casts stop spell on you, an item such as the flame sword will still work. It's just you can't actually cast any spells. Yeah, you don't really see too many rogue scorpions around. Alright, about 1,000. Yeah, as I said, it's really too bad that... Yeah, there's a rogue scorpion. Yeah, it's probably just better to cast Fireball if they can do 10 or more damage to you. They actually have a lot more defense than most of the other things around here. I don't know if the Fire Sword's Fireball ability will work on Shadow Knights. Since it's not actually a magical attack, I guess it would, but I've never actually tried it. Again, if you have the Fire Sword, your best bet's probably just to use its physical attack. Yeah, I should also bring up this maze up here. As far as I know, there's actually no benefit to actually going through this way, but I may as well since I'm on the grinding run anyway. Anyway, I just past this bridge, you can actually go all the way around to where that big swamp area is. I guess the only real benefit I can think of offhand is you have to cross through West Swamp area to get to the Waddle Seal, but other than that, I think this area is pretty much completely pointless. Yeah, it's pretty much surrounded by a mountain range. Anyway. Yeah, you can go all the way around and it'll take less steps to actually go through the swamp area into where the Waddle Seal is. I really don't know why you would take that long path to actually get here in the first place, other than that grinding, but because that's the only thing I can think of offhand why that would be more efficient. I guess you may also run into weaker monsters than going just south, because you normally just run into maybe the strongest thing is Shadow Knights. Okay, level 18. 15, 8, 12. Well, that's an increase for strength. Yeah, it shouldn't really take more than 3 or 4 turns to kill anything right at the moment. Yeah, again, Magi Wyverns have a horrible tendency of casting sleep spells. Well, that's a good critical hit, 84. Well, apparently they got more than 72 health. I always thought they had something like 70 myself, but apparently they got more than that. Well, it's a critical hit. Again, I have no idea how criticals or critical hit chances calculated in. Alright, I'm gonna guess 24. Since it seems to have leveled off alright. Again, I always thought I leveled off at level 20, but apparently I was wrong. Yeah, thankfully, Druid Lord's Firebane does less damage than your Firebane does. Which I don't think I've ever got that spell yet. No, apparently not. I know it comes after Heal More. Firebane's capable of hitting up to, I think it was 60 on your player character. Thankfully, it's pretty much cut in half, for whenever the enemy uses it. I don't think I ever explained what the shiny harp did I? Well, if you use it in an area with monsters in it, it'll actually draw a monster relevant to that area to you. That being said, it really does cut walking around down, and you can pretty much stick to close to a town, use a harp, and if you ever get low on health, all you gotta do is step on the town area. That being said, that can be pretty effective if you can get early, but if you're doing a no weapon run, yeah, getting it early is pretty difficult. Especially with the bone knights in the tomb. Yeah, again, I think I'll make this one an hour-long episode. Yeah, remember, once you get down to 30, I'd highly suggest using Heal More. For this area, anyway. For later areas, yeah, you'll be wanting to do it around 50. Yeah, as I said, the auto armor really does help for grinding. Oh, almost 23. If you can kill metal slimes, I'd really advise it because, well, it takes a lot less effort if you get criticals. Again, remember you can walk around town if you need to heal some. Yeah, it's a good thing Star Wyverns can cast stop spell. They're one of the most dangerous enemies in this area. Of course, I'd have to say the most physically dangerous is the werewolf, but I've hardly ran into too many of those. About 600. Yeah, that mouse slime tactic really does. It really does help if you have save states. So you can just save once you see one, attack it, and if it doesn't run, just roll. If it runs, just roll the state and try killing it without it running. Saving every time after you hit it and it doesn't run. That's a good way to get points, but obviously I'm not doing that. Yeah, I kind of figured they'd use it. Oh, apparently it's something like 25k then. Yeah, hopefully the Druids stick to using their physical attack. That's a lot easier to deal with than them doing the constant 25 damage. Again, they don't do anywhere near as much damage as you can with Firebane, but still. Alright, about 400. Sorry if I'm annoying people checking the stat screen so often, but... Well, there's really no way to tell unless, A, you get that item I told you about in the last episode, which tells you how much experience until you're level up, or B, you know that it's probably going to level up at one of the 1,000, so you gotta just keep checking it, and if it goes past a certain 1,000, it's probably going to be leveling up at the next one. Alright, level 19. Ah yes, the Firebane spell. Now then, this is a very powerful spell if it works. It does somewhere around 50 to 60 damage if it works. The problem is, on some monsters, like the Star Wyvern, it may not work. That being said, it's still just overall better to use your physical attack on such monsters. And for the purpose of grinding, it's probably just better to stick with the Heal More spell for the most part. I mean, once you get Firebane, your physical attack's probably going to oversee it anyway. Or it's not even going to work, so your physical attack's probably going to be what you're using the most. Alright, 25,000. I'm gonna guess 28. I'm probably going to be wrong. Well, we'll see. Anyway, I think that's another change of plans. I think I'll actually go through the Dragon Lord's castle to get the treasure chest. That way I won't have to bother going through it, going to move, going everywhere to show you the treasure chest when I get there to actually fight them, which I'm definitely not going to be doing in this video, because seriously, I'm nowhere near the level I should be. I'm at least 4 levels off. Anyway, I would highly suggest refilling on herbs if you haven't already. Which I probably should have earlier, but ah well. Remember to completely fill up on them. And I may as well save the princess while I'm over there anyway. I won't actually be taking the princess back to the castle until the end because there's some special dialogue I should mention if you bring the princess to the Dragon Lord. That being said, you'll need a key to actually access this place. Anyway, Radiant. Now then you just have to go through these tunnels. And on the NES version, I think the way they have it set up is the dragon is actually in this area. That being said, if you see a center wall in an opening in the walled area, and I think the door comes after the dragon on the NES version, and you better watch it on the NES version, though that thing's strong. Anyway, this one's actually much weaker than the green dragon you already dealt with, or green dragons. As you can see, it's only named Dragon. That being said, I'm gonna assume it's weaker than the green dragon. Well, attack-wise, it still has plenty of HP. Anyway, 950 experience and 250 gold. That's not bad. Anyway, the princess. Yeah, we'll get there eventually after the end of probably the next video. But right now, still more grinding to do and going through the Dragon Lord's castle for items and such. Now then, I may not get some of the less important ones. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a few hundred gold and some herbs somewhere in the tunnels. I'll try finding them, but if I can't, oh well. I mean, by that time, you should be getting plenty of gold, and I mean, seriously, I have something like 23,000, so that, yeah, that isn't any short supply. Of course, all those gold, I probably got a lot more gold men than some people, but you should be getting more than enough gold by now. And as for herbs, I very much doubt you'll be needing any herbs with as soon as you run into those treasure chests. Anyway, first things first, go south. As I said, there are some pretty high level stuff here. I mean, that makes this area around the river town, or well, the town surrounded by water, a pretty efficient place to grind. Yeah, one or two more levels, I should be able to one-hit them. Well, at least I can one-hit one of the higher level stuff. Anyway, I go to this building once you get the Auto Seal Rain Staff and Sunstone. Go down and talk to this guy. You need all 3 items to gift to the priest. And apparently something drops from the sky and you take the rainbow drop. You talk to him and he says, I have nothing more for you, so go. Now let's see here. 27,000. Anyway, what I meant to check was the keys. Now then, if you are going to go through the Dragon Lord's castle, make sure you have, I think it was at least 3 keys. I don't know, it might just be 2, but all depends. Anyway, there's some very high level monsters in the Dragon Lord's castle, of course. And near it, you'll still run into things like Star Wyverns and Armor-Knights and such. And of course, Shadow Warriors. Anyway, you get to this area here and use the rainbow drop and the bridge appears. And after a little while, you move again. Anyway, just go through the swamp. Which, yes, I would highly suggest having the Watto's armor. I remember trying to go through it with just magic armor, and boy, that was pretty painful since... Let's see here, that's like 1 damage each for the purple stuff, and I think the blue tiles actually do 5 damage. It might be more or less, but I'm gonna guess 5. That being said, yeah, that was pretty painful. Anyway, you'll run into more Druid Hordes, werewolves, and of course, you know that knight you fought for the Waddles armor? You'll be fighting the normal type of them. Eventually. You know, on the NES version of the game, I actually managed to... I guess they are called dragons. I thought they were called green dragons for some odd reason. Oh well. I remember on the NES version, I tried going through as quick as I can to the Dragon Horde's castle, and it was level 2, and I somehow managed to make it all the way here, and I have absolutely no idea what happened, but the bridge was already there, and I went through and got myself killed by a Mad Knight. I'm not sure why the bridge was there. I guess it appears if you get there early. Yeah, but you're probably not going to stand much of a chance in here. Without the right equipment. Okay, so I'm going to say about 300. Anyway, let's see here. First stairs is over here to the right, I think. So, as I said, I will be showing you where to get the Waddle sword, but I won't be using it. Let's see here. To the right, I think. Oh yes, rock golems. These things don't have anywhere near the amount of attack that the normal golem has, but they have a ton of health. That being said, just keep pounding them, and hopefully they don't kill you before you kill them. Make sure to use heal more once you get down to about 50. Because seriously, those things take a lot out of you. Or use herbs, depending on whether or not you're going for the boss or not. Ah yes, blue dragons. If I remember right, Firebane actually works on these things. Sometimes. But, well, physical attacks will still work just as well. Hopefully they just blow fire at you more at the time than anything. Down. There we go. Let's see here. I think the treasure chest first off is here. Yeah, an herb and 500G. Now, why you would need 500G? I'm gonna save that herb for when I go for the boss. I'm sure I'll be using a few herbs by that time. Yeah, rock golems don't have anywhere near as much defense as you'd probably think they do. Since they have about 180 HP. They're pretty dangerous. Anyway, let's see her down the stairs. I guess this is the wrong area. Now then, again, just like that other cavern, this one isn't like the NES version. I'd like to say at all, but I can't really remember what the NES version looks like exactly. So I'd like to say at all, but again, 50 limit. I know heal more takes about 8 MP, but believe me, you'll be using it a lot for the boss fight. Alright, 29,000 pounds. Okay, make the way around and, well, make sure you can cast Radiant or use a torch or something. If I didn't already mention it, torches don't actually go out, they're permanent. Until you leave to a lighted area, anyway. Anyway, here we go. Now then, go up. And make your way around and go up again. Go up again. And the Waddle Sword. But as I said, I won't actually be using this thing, but for the more attack power. As far as I know, it doesn't actually have any sort of ability when you use it. Obviously, since I'm doing a no weapon playthrough, it's more or less a waste of space more than anything, but I may as well keep it. Alright, level 20. Yeah, MP is probably the most important stat in the game because of heal bar. Which, believe me, you'll be using a lot of heal more in the boss fight. Alright, down the stairs. And, yeah, I guess this one is like that. Go around. Yeah, just to warn you on the, I think it was the NES version, if you go down the wrong stairs and try going around, pretty much you'll see another set of stairs on the other side of the wall. If you're in the area with the smaller archway, well, the smaller walkway, you're in the wrong one, and I'd highly suggest you get out of there immediately because those things are repeatable stairs. Anyway, yeah, the Red Dragon. I would highly suggest making sure you have enough MP to cast outside, at the very least. Red dragons can cast Stop Spell, and I think they can cast Fire Bane. Thankfully, they just stick to using their breath attack most of the time. 350. Yeah, I guess the treasury is up that way. Or may not. Yeah, hopefully it just spends most of its time casting Stop Spells and breathing fire. Because these things hit very hard. Maybe that was the monster I'm thinking of that cast Fire Bane. Actually run into a red version of the Mad Knight in this area. Anyway, yes, the Devil Belt. The Devil Belt is actually a piece of cursed equipment. Don't bother trying to equip it. It just sort of makes it so that you can't enter the main castle again until after you're cured of the curse. Yeah, that was close. I guess these are the seeds. I always thought there were 2 seeds. Oh well, Mystic Nut. Alright, well that's 5 more MP. Yeah, I better get out of here before those knights start coming. Alright. Just a bit more grinding for about 10 minutes, I guess. Back to town, and that'll end this video. Yeah, again, it's pretty ironic that the main enemy of the game happens to be right across the river from you. Why they don't make a ship and just sort of send you over there, not cool, I guess, because you aren't strong enough yet, but whatever. Now then, I know there are some questions about whether or not there is a Watto Shield. As far as I know, there is not a Watto Shield. Even though I will say in the predecessor to the first Dragon Warrior, which is Dragon Warrior 3, there is a Hero Shield, but as far as I know, unless the Hero Shield is a Silver Shield, and they mass-produced them, there's no Hero Shield actually appears in this game. That's as far as I know. I mean, someone might have found it, I guess, but as far as I know, it doesn't exist. I didn't actually use any herbs in this video, did I? No, I don't think I did. Oh well, I'll be using plenty of them in the last one. And just to tell ya, it's probably gonna be more grinding for the vast majority of the last part too. Because seriously, you don't want to try this unless you're at least level 23. About 5 more minutes and I'll have to yeah, I guess I may as well fight some enemies in the castle. Now then, I should also mention these two side paths. Just ignore them. Seriously, they don't have anything of value. As far as I know, they don't even have treasure chests. That being said, just ignore these two side areas. Alright, Freeman. As I said, Firebane might work on these things. Of course, I'm probably not going to be using Firebane when trying to deal with the boss. Because seriously, as far as I know, the Dragon Lord is not affected by any spell in the game. Just make sure you have enough to cast at least one heal more or one return spell. If you're in, let's see here, I think if you're actually underground, don't bother using the return spell, otherwise you'll just be wasting MP. If you're on the first floor, you should be able to use the return spell and get to Tanjiro. To actually get out of the Dragon Lord's castle and return, you actually have to cast Outside and return. I'm probably gonna get at least one more level up. Really quick. Alright, level 21. 11, 7, 3, 1, and 2. How much gold do I have? Oh boy, 34,000. Well, I've been doing plenty of grinding, as you can see. Anyway, this time I will remember to leave it at the stat screen when I end. I know I keep trying to do that, and I keep failing for some odd reason, but... Anyway, back to this town. Yeah, I'm glad I went through and got all the treasure chests in this one. Because I really don't like having to check everything when trying to go for the main boss, since a lot of the stuff is off track. Most of the time. I mean, this one's fairly on track, but anyway, again. Anyway, I am going to end this episode here. That being said, I should be able to finish it in the next episode, hopefully. So, everybody have a good day.